these are two young prospects that definitely will have a lot of buzz going out on them after their first pro fights come to a conclusion, which will be just a matter of moments. So to get this one underway, let's throw it up to Mr. Throwdown, Pete Trevino.
Scheduled for 3 rounds in the welterweight division. Here are your fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue trunks, trimmed in white. Standing 6'3" inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. He's a Muay Thai Jiu-Jitsu specialist, representing Rampage Pride MMA. He comes to the BTC cage for his professional debut last night. Fighting out and representing Ontario, ladies and gentlemen, This is only across the cage fighting out of the vertical, wearing black trunks. Standing 6 feet tall, he weighed at 173.4 pounds. He's a freestyle mixed martial artist, representing Parallel MMA. He also comes to the BTC cage tonight for his professional debut fight. Fighting out and representing Thunder Bay, Ontario, ladies and gentlemen, here is Ladies and gentlemen, this BTC welterweight contest will be decided in 3 rounds or less.
Third and final man in the cage, the veteran referee Brian Beauchamp, and we are just about set for 2 pro debuts between David Tharme and Bobby Poulter, and here we go.
David Tharme coming out in the southpaw stance, Bobby in orthodox.
And those teep kicks are going to be deadly. When you looked up the footage of Tharme, that his first amateur fight, first 5 seconds, he hit his opponent in the face square on with a teep kick.
He's super, super long. He's going to look to use that length and that reach advantage. Bobby goes for the inside kick there. Tharme looks for that straight left hand.
Yeah, Bobby Poulter timed that leg kick perfectly just as Tharme let his hands go. Try to Superman punch it. Now explodes with a barrage of punches, but now Tharme in a clinch and tied up by Bobby Poulter.
Bobby's got both underhooks right now. Let's see if he can do something with this. Tharme's going to look to create a little space and pummel in his underhooks. Try to get his back off the cage. Bobby's looking for that inside leg trip there.
And this had to be the game plan for Poulter. Just tie up Tharme, don't let him use his size and his reach. I think the one benefit as well, though, for Tharme, it's this takedown attempt is right near his corner, so getting some good coaching.
It looks like he's going for that guillotine here.
Yeah, Poulter left his head open, but pops it out.
Got the takedown now. He's in Tharme's full guard here.
Working in the half guard, some good hand fighting.
Body triangle off from Tharme on the bottom.
Was looking for an armbar to come out of that or a triangle. But Tharme, you know, showing some real surprising good ground fighting for a guy that's mostly a stand-up fighter.
He's looking for that armbar here. He's getting his hips off line. Oh, Bobby's going to look to stack here and pass. He's going to end up in side control.
Trying to reverse triangle there.
Now he's in a north-south position here.
It's already starting to fall apart for him, Bobby.
Bobby's going to look to stay heavy here. Keep his hips back.
Right knee.
And just transition around a good knee to the body by Bobby Poulter.
Bobby's keeping the pressure on him here, not letting Tharme turn him in.
just pinning a good shot right to the midsection by Poulter, taking his time when he wants to throw those ground and pound shots.
Yeah, this is smart by Bobby here. He's just taking his time. He's letting him carry his weight. You know, David's doing more of the work here on the bottom, trying to get up, spending more energy. He's really trying to do explosive movements from the bottom there, which like I said, takes so much energy out of you. We'll see if he can keep this up.
And Tharme at least gets out of it just for a split second. Tharme faces himself another now side control work here from Bobby Poulter.
Nice work from Bobby there, following the hips, staying in top position, staying heavy. Nice knee to the body there in side control.
And it's been a good fight game plan from Bobby Poulter in this first round. Tie up Tharme and use his size to his disadvantage with him pinned and looking for the crucifixes. Poulter,
position.
some big elbows, and Tharme got to find a way to get out of there or Brian Beauchamp will stop this fight.
Tharme's looking to buck his hips here. He got his arm back here for a second. Bobby might look for this arm triangle choke here. Oh, let it go.
But showing some good strength does Bobby Poulter. Unload some elbows and looking for.
There's that. I thought he was going for the arm triangle there for a second. He's still got that arm pinned in that crucifix position, doing a good job of just keeping his hips back and his weight on top. Tharme's in a lot of trouble here in this spot. He's got 1 minute left.
Yeah, you can just see how that full encompassment of mixed martial arts training at Parabellum has really helped Bobby Poulter. A perfect fight in the first round for him. And some
nice
nasty elbows from Poulter.
Ooh.
Bouncing Tharme's head off the mat like a basketball. Got to be careful not to the back of the head.
Tharme's got to look to bridge his hips and get his arm back, his left arm, pull it through. He's taking a lot of shots here.
Some big elbows yet again from Bobby Poulter. And a big cut developed under the right eye of David Tharme.
This fight is being dangerously close to being stopped. Brian Beauchamp's right on top watching here. Tharme's got to do something here to create some space and get some movement, or at least tie up that arm of Bobby. Another elbow.
Oh, there's the arm triangle that he could be looking for right now, Josh.
I think he's running out of time here, though. He should just keep pounding away.
And that's exactly what Poulter will do. Just looking for a barrage of punches and elbows. The horn goes and Tharme is saved by the bell.
Tharme's looking worse for wear. He's got a huge mouse underneath his right eye here. The cut man's on it right away.
Brian Beauchamp as well looking in, making sure that Tharme can continue. As we have seen a fight or two stop on the stool here this year in BTC. But a nasty cut has developed under the eye of David Tharme, and that was just some vicious ground and pounds of mix-up of strikes with elbows from Bobby Poulter.
Yeah, Bobby got that beautiful crucifix position where you tie up both guys' arms and really have no way to defend yourself. Bobby wrote it out and threw some nasty elbows and punches on top, much like Matt Hughes, BJ Penn back in the day.
The crucifix, always one of the more dangerous positions you'll see in. Came out first in the UFC from Big Daddy Gary Goodrich back at UFC 8. But Tharme had the corner work on him well, and commission seems to say he's good to go for the second, and that's exactly what we will see, a second round here.
So obviously Bobby's confidence is riding high now. It was a dominant first round on the mat. I would assume that his corner is saying more of the same. Look to get this fight back to the ground where you're dominant. Tharme, obviously the exact opposite, trying to keep that distance, keep the fight on the feet, where he's the best chance of winning this.
Oh, and a big head kick just clips the side of the face of Tharme from Poulter, and then he shoots in for the double leg.
He's going to get this. Big takedown by Bobby. Beautiful double leg.
Big takedown from Bobby Poulter, and it's wash, rinse, repeat to close out how he closed out the first here in the early goings of the second.
Right when he got the takedown there, he immediately passed. He didn't sit in full guard. He's out in half guard now. He's going to look to progress, probably back to that side control, maybe even come out.
Just those shots right to the stomach, right to the abdomen from Poulter to Tharme. That just sucks the air out of you.
Oh, absolutely. This is grinding and grueling. Not only a guy on top of you, but now you're getting punched in the face and up in the face. Oh, he's going to get that arm triangle again. He's looking for it. All right, let it go. Against the cage, it's much harder to do. It's way better used in the open space.
Once again working there, now almost got full mount. Tharme bucks the hips, but could have his back taken, and that's worst case scenario for David Tharme.
Oh, he's gonna scarf the arm here, which is a horrible spot to be in. He's only got one arm to defend himself.
Elbows and just now trying to fight, maybe rip up the arm that Tharme's trying to protect, but Bobby Poulter will just smother David Tharme right now.
Still got 3.5 minutes here in the second round. Ooh, nice elbow by Bobby. Tharme's gonna look to use the cage and get up. And still nice, followed by Bobby.
What a transition to the back from Bobby Poulter, and he's gonna unload a barrage of shots. Tharme's gotta move.
If I'm Bobby, I'm just, more of the same. Stay heavy and just pound away. This fight's gonna be stopped pretty soon.
And unloading the ground and pound, Tharme will turtle or move over to his back. Almost gave up his neck there.
Bobby's he's gonna flatten him out with his hooks, and he's gonna look to pound here.
Big shots from Bobby Poulter.
He's got that choke. That choke's in.
Takes the rear naked choke. Can Tharme
This fight's
hold
over.
on?
This fight's
Tharme
over.
taps, and Bobby Poulter, the native of Thunder Bay, brought the thunder and the lightning tonight to BTC 8.
Wow, what a beautiful performance by Bobby. Great debut.
And that just goes to show why you got to train full mixed martial arts right now. While Tharme is going to be, I think, a solid prospect, you still got to work on that ground game.
Yeah, you know what? Tharme showed some good things in this fight early. But once he got taken down and his guard passed, that's where he had all the difficulties, and that's where Bobby, exposed him and was able to get the finish here in the second.
What a performance by Bobby Poulter from Thunder Bay, Ontario. His first pro MMA fight comes out with a second round rear naked choke submission. And, when you look at, just the appearance and what we've seen from the tape of Tharme, the striking's impressive, but Bobby Poulter just put the perfect game plan together tonight, Josh.
Yeah, used his wrestling, got in close, got the fight to the ground, implemented lots of heavy ground and pound and good positional. That's where he's saying those gray zone where he's working on. That's where it is there in the scrambles and keep in good position. Ended up flattening him out, pounded away, and got the choke.
Well, Bobby Poulter told us in the pre-fight interviews, I only know 2 chokes, an arm triangle and a rear naked choke. Only needed to know 2. He needed to know 1, and he got that rear naked choke to get his first pro MMA win here at BTC 8. And a nice fan base and thunderous ovation for Poulter as well. And this is a prospect as well. You got to think maybe going to hover around 170 middleweight division as well. And BTC known for more of their lighter weight fighters, but Bobby Poulter becoming another solid prospect around 170, 185.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing but big things to come for this. This guy is still young. He's only 25 years old or so.
23.
23 years old. Excuse me. Even younger.
He's the youngest guy on this card, Josh.
Makes me feel old now, man.
Youngest guy, but had a veteran group of experience right there, and you look in his corner as well, and you can see how that helps coach the young man there. Lyndon Whitlock, Rory McDonald, those are guys that have been through many wars of mixed martial arts in this country, and just passing on their knowledge to the next generation.
Yeah, absolutely. Surrounded by a good group of guys, and he continues to learn, and it's on him to learn it though, and he's doing the right thing. So.
And he's definitely learning it. Solid debut for Bobby Poulter. Came over to give his appreciations for David Tharme taking the fight. And that's the one thing about this sport that always amazes me. You go out there, punch some guy out, choke him out, and still have a lot of respect. I just love the respect level in this sport.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's no, I think it's the highest sport of respect. You get in there, you beat each other up, and then you have a beer with them afterward.
Well, to make this one official, let's throw it into Mr. Throwdown, Pete Trevino, to announce the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please, for both of the fighters in this cage. Your tap out came at 2 minutes, 12 seconds of the second round for your winner by rear naked choke submission, Bobby
So Bobby Poulter in his first professional mixed martial arts fight goes 1-0 with a very dominant performance, used the wrestling, smothered Tharme, looked for that arm triangle choke, but in the second round, Tharme gave up the back and Poulter was able to get that rear naked choke to get his first pro MMA win.